What would you like to pitch as your first thing that you'd like to banish to Room 101?
I'm going to go with some low-hanging fruit for the first one, and I'm going to start with mosquitoes.
I'm not wearing much when I'm in bed, so I'm going around the bedroom trying to swat a mosquito, and then Stacey turns the light on and she's like, what are you doing? Just go to bed. Sometimes I put the sheet over my head.
But that's no way to live, is it?
No, it's really not.
Horoscopes and astrology in general. Oh, you might find that someone at work is being a bit childish, but maybe it's you who's being childish. We can all learn something every day, can't we? That's the best you could do from this ability to predict the future.
Hello and welcome to the British English Podcast, the show that helps intermediate to advanced British English learners improve their listening skills and broaden their vocabulary, all while experiencing a culture-based conversation. And in this one, we'll be doing another episode mimicking a famous British comedy show called Room 101. To put it simply, it's a chance for people to complain about the little or not so little things in life that get under your skin, which means annoy you. And then we get to argue whether those things deserve to be banished forever into the dark corners of Room 101, a make-believe vault. It's playful, it's very British, and of course we need a guest to do this. And we have no other than the big dog himself back on the show, the OG in the ESL podcasting world, Luke Thompson from Luke's English Podcast. Hello, Luke. How are you doing?
Hello, Charlie. Wow, the big dog. I like that. I mean, it's all worth it. The years I've been plugging away at this, and finally, this is it. I'm known as the big dog. I'm happy. I'm a happy man.
Day you see it coming all those years ago?
No, that's not. Well, no, that's not the reason I started doing what I do. It's like one day, looking off into the distance, one day, they'll call me the big dog, or at least one man will.
Of the ESL podcast.
Let's make it more specific. Not just the big dog, but the big dog of ESL podcasting, which is obviously much narrower in terms of a world to be the big dog of. But anyway, I'm happy.
Good.
Yeah.
Glad you're happy. All things good for you at the moment?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
The sun is shining.
Nice.
Which makes a big difference.
Yeah, that is good.
Just puts a little spring in your step, doesn't it?
It really does. It really does. Yeah. We've had a lovely summer, the UK has. Has France had the same?
Yeah, but we last week, the weather just gave up.
Yes.
I think in the UK you had sunshine, but France was like, nah, we're going to go on strike.
Right, okay.
In terms of the weather, and so we just had cold, grey, miserable weather, and it's because it seemed to come so soon after the summer holidays. We had August, lovely weather, and then September arrived, and the weather, just went on strike, and we had grey, cold, miserable. And it's like, is that it, really? This is France. This isn't the north of England. What's going on?
Yeah, that is a bit weird, I suppose, in France. But it will come back, surely.
It's back. It's back now.
There you go.
Mean, last week, the strike ended. I guess the weather got what it wanted, which was more money, and the strike analogy is maybe not working, but
I was going to say it works quite well because we actually had a strike on the underground for this period of time. I think.
Oh, really?
It was a whole week, the whole underground.
Oh God, that is enough to bring London to its knees, isn't it? If the underground isn't working, it's just the whole city just can't function. It's a nightmare.
I'd like to add that I've already used some rather advanced vocabulary that I want to teach you. So what I've actually done is created a PDF lesson pack that helps you really get comfortable with these phrases that I'm using in this episode. So I highly recommend grabbing that free PDF right now, and then we can continue the fun whilst being 3 times more likely to remember the vocabulary I'm exposing you to in this very video. To get that, scan the QR code on screen right now, or click the link in the description, show notes, or comments section. And when you click that link, it will take you to this page. Fill out your name and email so I can send the PDF lesson pack directly to your email inbox.
Did you get stranded or anything?
No, because, like yourself, I don't really need to travel far for work. Actually, no, you've got your office. That's not part of your home, is it?
No, it's not. It's not in the same building as our home, but it's about 5 minutes down the road on foot.
Okay.
So, I can still get here without needing public transport.
Yeah. Have you always had an office for your podcasting?
No, this is my first one. Although actually I have. So the last apartment that we lived in had a little room in it, which I used as an office / sticking things in room. I mean, what am I talking about there? What I mean by that is a storage room, not a sex room. Just to make that clear.
Yeah, good.
It was a storage room. So I had my place where I did the podcast, and then on the floor was a mattress. No, on the floor there were just lots of bits and pieces. Like most people in their homes, they need one room or one place where they can just shove all of the stuff that they don't normally use. So that was what that room was. But no, this is my first properly dedicated room for doing this.
And does it improve your work-life balance dramatically?
Yeah. Yes. Shall I say that again? Yes, I think so. Yeah, it does. I mean, it separates the home from the work stuff. So
that's what I mean.
That's good. But it does mean that, what I used to be able to do is if I just felt a bit tired, a bit sleepy in the afternoon, I could pop downstairs, have a little nap on the sofa or something.
Right.
Make myself a bite to eat or something. But no, I'm forced to work here. I can't. There's nowhere I can sleep.
Yeah, that's true.
So, it's like the chair's like, sorry, no, you're going to have to keep working.
Right.
It's not comfortable enough to have a proper nap.
That's true. Yeah. And there's no distractions around, like the house sort of admin for you to be distracted by, which is quite good, I suppose.
It's great. Don't get me wrong. It's great because I can be here and I do work well in this room. I can just sit here and be very productive.
Yeah.
Without distractions. There's no PlayStation or anything.
Exactly.
Like that. I could set
you
one
could
up,
bring one. Yeah, you could. That would be counterintuitive.
Bad idea.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's an office. That's good. That's good to hear about your office setup. I don't suppose it's part of your Room 101 list, but should we just explain a little bit more about what this show is? Maybe what it means to you. Does it mean much to you? This show?
Yeah. Well, obviously, it's one of those sort of well-known British funny talk shows with a bit of a concept. Yeah. And I remember when it first arrived on TV, and it's had a few different hosts over the years.
Yeah.
And sort of iconic guests and hosts and stuff. But also it reminds me of, 1984, the book.
Oh, of course.
Because that's, like this room. That's what inspired the idea of the show, this room where your personal worst things are used to torture you. Right.
And I forgot about this, but yes, absolutely.
So they flipped it. So instead you could just like banish all the things you hate and leave them in Room 101. It's kind of they changed it. But yeah, it reminds me of, watching TV in England, and it's a great show, great concept. And there's some funny moments and interesting guests and stuff. Yeah. Good.
Nice. Yeah, it did go through the decades, actually. I remember, and I feel like there's a channel called Dave on Sky TV that would always rerun this show, I think, and it would kind of rerun the old ones as well. But yeah, I think Frank Skinner did it for a little bit.
Yeah.
Can't remember if he's doing it still.
I think he's the current host. So they started with, what was his name? Was it Hancock? Mark Hancock?
Sounds about right.
And then Paul Merton.
Okay.
And then more recently, Frank Skinner. And I love Frank Skinner. I think he's a legend. He's a national treasure, I think.
Yeah.
One of our funniest people with that great Black Country Midlands accent.
Yeah. Yeah, funniest. Yeah.
I don't know if he's the funniest. I don't know how to decide that. But he's definitely brilliant.
Who would you give the award to if you had to? The funniest British comedian.
Funniest British comedian.
Yeah.
Like what, stand-up? Sure,
let's go with stand-up.
Oh my God. Oh my. I don't know. You really hit me with a tough one there. I can't decide. I think maybe funniest British character has got to be, for me, Alan Partridge. I think he's definitely favourite sort of comedy creation
Yeah.
of recent years. There have been other shows and stuff, but I think Alan Partridge is my favourite comedy character.
I think I agree with you on that one. Yeah. Have you seen his recent audiobook versions?
Yeah.
Have you or listened to them?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have seen them and also listened. Seen them on my screen while listening to them. Audiobooks. The audiobooks. Yes, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
He's done a few different audiobooks and all these different incarnations of Alan Partridge. There's the book. There's the audiobook version. There's his podcast as well.
Podcast. Yeah. That's what I mean by the Audible podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the audiobooks though, they are the best way to consume his books. He's done 3 books, and the audiobook versions are the best way to enjoy them because you actually hear Alan, reading out his own work, and his voice is so much of a part of it. The performance by the actor Steve Coogan is such a big part of it.
100%. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, let's get into the actual structure of Room 101. So, what would you like to pitch as your first thing that you'd like to banish to Room 101?
So it's really supposed to be my personal pet hates that I want to be banished forever from the world.
Yeah.
And I'm going to present my ideas to you, and then you have to kind of judge whether you're going to accept them to be sent into Room 101 forever. And of course, I could pick some of the serious things that I would genuinely like to remove from the world, but it's meant to be a light-hearted show, it's meant to be my personal pet hate. So it's a chance for me to just complain about a thing, and then you can, decide whether I have the right to banish it or not.
Exactly. It doesn't really work if you just say famine.
No, which obviously I would go for, or, all the many other things that are wrong with the world, pollution, climate catastrophe, fascism, just those sorts of things I would gladly get rid of. But no, apparently I have to stick to my own personal pet peeves. So I'm going to start. Shall I start with my first one?
Go for it. Yeah.
So I'm going to go with some low-hanging fruit for the first one. And I'm going to start with mosquitoes. Right. I think I've got everyone on my side, surely, on this one. I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, I can't imagine many people cherish a mosquito. Or have a pet mosquito. I mean, it would be a very quick relationship, wouldn't it? It'd be very disastrous, wouldn't it? They would cry so quickly.
I was just getting to know it, and then it bit me, and then 3 days later it died. They're not known for being great pets.
No. Okay. How long have you had this pet peeve of this non-pet mosquito?
I don't know really, because I don't remember as a child being particularly bothered by mosquitoes, but I feel like it's a growing situation. I feel like it's more and more every year. Mosquitoes become increasingly annoying. Maybe that's because as I get older, I just become less and less tolerant of everything. Yeah. And that definitely includes mosquitoes. So I don't know, I feel like in the last few years, it's been particularly irritating. And I'm choosing mosquitoes not just because they actually kill more people per year than any other animal on Earth, including other humans. So that's obviously bad, but it's also because they're just specifically annoying to me personally. Right.
Okay, so you've got the moral sort of big one behind you, but that's not what you'd like to spotlight.
Yeah, there's that, there's the fact that they kill up to 1 million people every year because they carry malaria, crucially. Yeah. There's that, but also it's just that they just annoy me very regularly. And so, they just really irritate me. So that's the main reason I'm putting them in. Okay. It's just for me.
Yeah. Do they come into your life a lot?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. They come into, I suppose, the window. I'm not sure exactly how they come in. So the situation is, right, so the typical situation is that, so it's sleep. It's the sleep. It's the way it affects my sleep, the way they affect my sleep, right? They come at night because they're most active sort of just as the sun is going down, just as the sun is coming up, and particularly, during the sort of in the dark.
Yes,
at night.
That's when they're most bitey. I feel like whenever I go on holiday, there's one lingering on the wall waiting for the light to go out.
Yes.
I think it's in hot countries more, isn't it? But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe because I'm on the continent of Europe, it's a thing.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's it. Since moving to France, they've been a more persistent, regular concern.
Are you near water?
Yeah, probably.
I mean, a river
normally a bit
or
of water
a lake
somewhere. Well, there's the river, there's the river in Paris, but that's not it. I mean, we're not sure exactly where they're coming from. It could be that the plant pot outside our window that's hanging outside the window, that's where they come from. I don't know. They could, it could be anywhere.
The plant pot?
Yeah, plant pot. Because if you're feeding your plants water, the mosquitoes can actually, I think they can
survive off that.
They can survive in that, I think.
Right.
But I don't know. That's part of the problem, is that you don't know where they're coming from and they just keep coming, They come at night when your defenses are down and they disrupt my sleep as well as just irritating me. And, I need my sleep. I've got 2 kids. One of them's just turned 2 years old.
Right.
Right. So that's already disruptive enough. I live in central Paris. Street noise under my window kicks off at 6 a.m. and doesn't stop until about 2 a.m. So I desperately need my sleep. But no, you'll be lying there. I'll be lying there. And then, just like, I'm sure so many of your listeners know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You lie there and you wake up and you're itching. Something is itching.
Okay.
And for some reason at night, the itching seems to be magnified.
Yeah. So are you a particular victim of mosquitoes? Because we've got different sort of, I don't know if it's the pH in our skin or something, or whatever we're giving off. Some people are more prone to being bitten by mosquitoes. My wife is the one that gets bitten. So I'm quite smug lying there when I've got the sheet off me and she's got like probably a net over her, and then she gets bitten.
That's why you married her, as a mosquito deterrent.
Exactly. It was in the vows. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, the pH of this one is just right. Will you marry me? Ha, I'll never be bitten again. I like you the way you think.
So would you be the one getting bitten?
No, we both get bitten. It affects the 2 of us. So we're both victims in this situation.
Yeah.
And, there's the noise in the ear as they come in your ear. Why are they so interested in your ear? This is what, why is it that they always go for your ear? Are they trying to get in? Is that what they want to do? They want to bite the brain? Is that ultimately what they want?
I also think it's a downfall for them. They should have evolved to remove that sound, because it's so telling. It's the only sound that is for them, right? As soon as you hear that sound, this thing is going to bite me. So they should have learned, all right, let's get rid of this sound and maybe just be like a normal fly, and we might be able to get away with things. But
the thing is, I think they're doing all right though, Charlie. They don't need to evolve that out of their behaviour, do they? Because they're fine. It's like they're like, we're done. We don't need to evolve anymore. We're doing really well. Keep buzzing. Don't change anything. That's what they're saying to each other in their meetings, their clandestine mosquito meetings. Right. So evolutionarily, that's a word, we're doing great. So just keep doing what you're doing. What about the buzzing? They seem to notice that. Just keep doing, don't touch anything.
Yeah, I think
bastards.
I think that is what's going on in the meeting. Okay, I meant to try and push and challenge you, but I do fully agree with this this issue. I hate them so much. When I hear that buzzing, it causes me to actually get up. And I'm not wearing much when I'm in bed, so I'm going around the bedroom trying to swat a mosquito.
Yeah.
And then Stacey turns the light on and she's like, what are you doing? Just go to bed. And then, if you do, then it's back. Sometimes I put the sheet over my head. But
that's no way to live, is it?
No, it's really not. And then I think, look at yourself, Charlie.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah, just cowed by a mosquito. To the point where you're hiding under what is it? There's a tiny little tiny. I can't even see it. But hide under the covers. Yeah, I know what you mean about getting up in the middle of the night and you're hunting it.
Yeah.
You're trying to find it. You're shining a light, your phone light everywhere. And it's like the film Alien. Because you're hunting for it, and meanwhile, it's actually hunting you. You're up here with your phone on the ceiling. It's biting your ankles.
That's true. I found that this is a good slapper.
A slipper slapper.
A slipper
It's
slapper.
not a it's a slipper
This
or a
is
sandal.
a Birkenstock sandal.
Right.
It's quite rubbery, so it's quite a good...
Wabat, thwack. Yeah. Actually, Charlie, one of the best things that I have bought in recent years is the Night Cat. That's just the name of the brand name of the one that I've got, the made in China one.
Right.
It's called the Night Cat. You can get loads of them of different brand names and stuff. Very cheap thing.
I've just Googled Night Cat, and it's definitely not that. It's this lady in full leather.
Oh, sorry. It was a... Damn. No, never mind. Edit that out.
Did you order her?
No. Oh, sorry. I forgot we were talking about mosquitoes. No, I'm joking. No, we've got this thing. It's a plastic tennis racket. It's an electric fly swat.
Yeah.
And ours is called the Night Cat.
Right.
So it's nothing to do with that lady that you mentioned.
Shame. That's a shame.
Yeah. And it basically, the way it works is you charge it up and then you activate it, you sort of flick it on, and the mesh of this tennis racket, it looks like a tennis racket. It's not actually a tennis racket. It just looks like one. The mesh on it is charged with an electric current.
Oh.
I've never actually touched it, but I don't think it's enough to really hurt you, but it's enough to kill a mosquito or a fly or something like that.
Yes.
And then you can either swat it in the air, and if you're good, you can get it when it's flying and it goes crack like that.
Ah, satisfying.
Or it's sitting on the wall and you just put the sort of the tennis racket thing over the top of it and jiggle it a bit, and it flies off and flies straight into the mesh, and crack, it dies, and it lies there on the metal mesh and as dead. And if you want, you can give it an extra zap, you know. You're like, oh, have another one, zap, crack, and it sort of pops, and then you chuck it out the window or something.
Wow, yeah. He wouldn't.
That's good. That works very, very well. I recommend it.
So the phrase "he wouldn't hurt a fly" doesn't quite sit with Luke Thompson.
I would maim a mosquito
twice. Once it's dead.
Once to just do the job, and secondly just to enjoy the moment.
That's funny. Stacey's grandma gave us one of those, but it doesn't work.
Oh, what? You need one that works. They're a life changer.
Yeah, I got the batteries, got them redone, and then I was like, "Come on, zap!" It didn't work. So yeah, I look forward to one day owning a Night Cat, the tennis racket.
I don't mind, killing mosquitoes. I'm not, other animals obviously not, but mosquito I feel is fair game.
I think so. I think fair game is the right word, especially considering how many they kill of us.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Although I don't know what the return statistic is. Like, how many mosquitoes do humans kill every year? It's probably more than 1 million. Could it be?
We probably kill a lot. There's 8 billion of us, right? We all kill one a year.
Think about also pesticides, insecticides. We're killing them off at a massive rate, aren't they? They're just so good at reproducing.
That's insane how many we've probably killed.
Yeah.
No wonder they're trying to kill us.
Are they trying to? They're not trying to kill us, though, are they? Just trying to.
Don't they know? Blood. Don't they know that they've got the malaria?
I don't think that's their aim. I don't think it's like, right, we're going to get these humans. I'm fed up with this. No, they want to. If anything, they'd like to keep us alive, so they keep feeding on us.
That's true.
But the malaria thing is, the mosquitoes are like, but what? They're carrying malaria.
Yeah.
They don't realise. Oh, it's a complicated ecosystem.
Well, either way, I'm happy, very happy to banish them to room 101.
Yay.
I would challenge you more, but we're 22 minutes in, and I said to you earlier, we're going to keep this around 30 minutes, and we have 5 things to get through. So let's go straight on to number 2.
Okay, so number 2 is quite specific, and it's protective film or surface protection film.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay. Right.
Right. Now, it's not the actual stuff itself. I don't have like a phobia of it, or I don't find it to be icky or weird or something. It's not the actual plastic film itself. It is specifically when people buy a new product and then leave this protective film on the screen or surface of that product while they then continue to use it.
Yes. If you were to go to my sister's house, and you were to use her fridge, you would see it's covered in the whole thing, and it's like 5 years old, so it's like peeled all over the corners, so it's very visible.
Yes, right. This is exactly what I'm talking about, Charlie.
Yeah.
Just so that your audience definitely understands, I'm not talking about, for example, a screen protector on your phone, which is totally fair enough in my view. You buy a phone, it's one of the most valuable and possibly most expensive items in your life. And, you know, we all need them, and we've decided to make them basically out of glass, which is not necessarily it's like, what's this thing that we all need? We use it all the time. Let's make it out of glass that will just break if you drop it. So screen protectors on phones, I understand. No, I'm talking about, for example, if you buy a new fridge, or if you buy, I don't know, like a new speedometer for your e-bike, or something like that, or
specific,
whatever.
Very specific.
Or just something.
What about...
And it's got a plastic screen that protects it's supposed to protect the screen or the product during transit. And then when you unpackage it, you peel it off. It's quite satisfying. You peel it off, and then you can actually use it. Yeah,
you've just said what I was going to say. I think that is actually one of my happiest moments in life, when I'm peeling something like that.
Yes.
And people around me know, and they save it for me. They're like, Charlie, I've got one of those things for you now. And I peel it. I'm like, oh, yeah. As this is the free version of the episode, we're going to leave it here for today. But yeah, I used a load of intermediate to advanced vocabulary in this very episode. And as always, I have gone ahead and created a load of resources to help you not just understand the language, but be confident in using them correctly yourself. The most comprehensive version of these resources that I have made for you is available by joining the Academy, where you'll get vocabulary breakdown videos, interactive exercises, weekly Zoom classes with me, and personalized writing feedback, again, directly with me. I highly recommend giving this membership a go, because I offer a money-back guarantee. And I've been building it for over 6 years now and refining it as I go. It's now better than it ever was. The community is thriving and leveling up their English as I speak. And we're all having a lot of fun together. Plus, it's the main way to support this show. So if you like listening to the episodes, then joining the Academy helps me continue with the weekly broadcasts. To find out more, go to thebritishenglishpodcast.com/academy. Option 2 is to join the premium podcast, where you can unlock the full version of over 250 episodes, along with the official transcripts, extended glossaries and flashcards. Again, the membership really does help support this show from going under. And for that, go to thebritishenglishpodcast.com/premium. And then finally, I have made a free resource for this episode that goes over some of the essential vocabulary in a way that helps you to get active with your studies. So you can scan the QR code on screen right now, or click the link in the show notes, description box, or comments section to get your hands on a lesson pack that will 3x your likelihood of remembering the phrases I exposed you to in today's episode. So if you click that link, it will take you to this page. Fill out your name and email so I can send the PDF lesson pack directly to your email inbox for free. But yes, we will leave this one there. Thank you very much for listening to the end of this. I appreciate your listenership. Have a lovely week. My name's Charlie, and I hope to see you again soon on the British English Podcast. Bye for now.